Okay, so we just went underneath and pulled the bottom tensioner off. And there it is, guys. Here's our old tensioner. And we'll compare it to our new one. Welcome back, guys, to Steven's DIY Auto Repair. We're back here with this 2004 Toyota Camry. So approximately 2 videos ago, we were saying that we had a lot of engine vibration when I was finishing up that check engine light. So initially I said it was the crank pulley down here, aka the harmonic balancer. So after further investigation, after further visual checks, it seems that now we're gonna call it the harmonic. We're gonna call it the belt tensioner, the automatic tensioner, and it's. Let's see if I can show you guys. It's kind of hard to see, but there's part of it. There's the idler pulley. That's the tensioner bolt right there. I'll try to get you guys a better look after I take off the wheel. But after further visual inspection, that is bouncing around like crazy. So I'm assuming that's what's causing also the crankshaft pulley to be wobbling. If it's not, we can always change that after. It's easier to get to than the tensioner is gonna be, but that tensioner is just really bad, so we're gonna change that, and hopefully that solves the crankshaft pulley problem. Tensioner, so you guys have an idea. So this is from AutoZone Duralast 305360. So go ahead and open this up for you guys. Give you guys an idea. There we go. Of what this looks like. So it literally sets in there like this. So where my thumb is at here, this is your idle pulley, and then this is your automatic tensioner right here. So there it is. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take our belt off. We're gonna take our belt here off, so we're gonna have to release the tension on it and pull the belt off. But before you guys do that, you wanna make sure that you take a picture or you make a drawing of how the belt goes on. That way you can put the belt back on the proper way and not putting it on the wrong way. Some vehicles will have a sticker that shows exactly how to put it. Obviously this one doesn't, so our options is to either take a picture / video, do a drawing, or in my case I have service information, so I could just pull up the diagram on the service information. So that's what you want to do before you take the belt off. So you're going to go ahead and take the belt off. We're also going to have to jack up this car, take the tire off, the right front tire, and take the you're actually gonna have to take this top wishbone off, engine mount, whatever you want to call it, and you're gonna have to take this off. So it's got one bolt here, And then you're gonna have to take, like I said, the tire off. And then it's got, the tensioner has 2 bolts. So if we go back to the tensioner that I just showed you, the bolt on the bottom that actually holds the tensioner part, that's easy to get to, and it's underneath. You could get to it from underneath. However, the one on top, but the top bolt is going to be the fun bolt. On that one, you can get to it and you can get it out for the most part, but you can't get it fully out because the bolt is going to end up hitting the fender well. Yeah. Thanks, engineers. So what you're going to have to do is, once I take off the tire, I don't know if you can see down there, the engine mount, you're gonna have to release that engine mount on the bottom and actually jack up the engine just a tad, just enough to get that bolt between those 2, or underneath at least, those 2 AC lines. So that's where we're at. That's pretty much what you're gonna have to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and jack it up now and show you underneath. All right guys, so we got the wheel off on the front passenger. That's your crank pulley, and that right there is the bottom. That's your tensioner right there. So you need to get that bolt out, which, as you can see, it's pretty easy. And then you're gonna have the one, let's see if I can. So right here is your tensioner. So it's not gonna be that bolt. That bolt's holding the tensioner onto the entire piece. The other bolt is going to be right there. And obviously, as you can see, it's going to hit the frame. So we got to try to get that out, and this is going to come with it, one piece. So let's go ahead. Make sure to take your picture of how the serpentine belt is around the pulleys, and then we're gonna go ahead and relieve the tension and take the belt off. So let's get to it. Okay guys, so you wanna take, it's gonna take a 19mm. You wanna go ahead and put it right here, right on this bolt, and then you're gonna turn it clockwise, and you're gonna see that belt loosen up. See it loosen up? So I'm gonna go ahead and do this and take this off, and then I'll bring you guys back. Okay guys, so the belt looks pretty good. We'll probably end up reusing it, or we might just go ahead and buy a new one. We'll see later. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and take our bottom fastener off from the tensioner. It's gonna be a 14mm. All right. Okay guys, so now we're gonna go ahead and take off the engine mount wishbone. It's gonna be a 14mm as well. Sorry, you got one more. Got ahead of myself. So it's gonna be 3 14mm altogether. Okay, you guys want to go ahead and take this mounting bracket off that holds your engine mount, but you want to take this little ground wire off. It's going to be a 10 millimeter. So just set that aside. And then you're going to have 1, 2, 3 bolts mounting this to the engine block, and then you're going to have 1, 2 here. So let's go ahead and hammer these off. Okay, so we got a longer extension. There we go. All right. Now we got more room. So now we can pull that tensioner out, hopefully a little bit easier. All right, guys, so right there is the fun one. So let's try to get that bad boy out. So, all right, guys, so we got a 14 millimeter ratcheting wrench on the bottom, and we're gonna do this double wrenching. Hopefully it'll break it loose. Man, that is so tight. All right, guys, so we got it broke loose. It was really stuck. We put some penetrating oil on it, and we took a ratcheting wrench, or you could use a standard combination wrench, and we did the double wrench trick. So we put this end, the box end, on the fastener, and then we took this just like that and used this as leverage to crack it loose. So I don't know if you guys can see it down in there. That bolt right there, that fastener. So now we're just gonna go ahead and take it as far as out it'll go, and I'll show you guys after that. All right, guys, and you can see that the bolt is hitting the wheel well, the frame inside. So lucky us, now we get to jack up the engine block just enough to get it right under here, right under these AC lines. So unfortunately, let's do it. All right, guys, so here's your engine mount that you're gonna take off, and it's gonna be a 19 millimeter, and we already cracked it loose. All right. So now we should just be able to start lifting the engine, and it should just pop right off. All right, guys. When you do this, you got to be very careful. You want to put a block of wood to kind of even out the pressure on your oil pan. And you want to be careful when going up so that you don't crack anything. And then, as you guys can see over here, it's coming off the mount. So we're gonna do it until that bolt clears. All right, guys, so we got the engine jacked up enough to where we can get the tensioner off. There's the bolt. And then we're gonna go underneath. Okay, so we just went underneath and pulled the bottom tensioner off. And there it is, guys. Here's our old tensioner. And we'll compare it to our new one. All right, guys, so we have our old tensioner and our new one. It's actually not too bad. There's a little bit of play in it, and then this spins pretty easily, and it almost looks like it's wobbling. But if we try this one, doesn't spin as easy as the old one. And there's no play in this one. There's a little bit in that one. It's not bad. But we're gonna go ahead and replace it anyway. So, all right. So now we're gonna go ahead and put the new one on. Okay, guys, so when you go to install it, you wanna go ahead and jack the engine up carefully like we did earlier to remove it. And I found it easier to kind of put the bolt down here, kind of at an angle underneath these AC lines, and then just pop it in. So you just have to find what works best for you. So we have it in the hole. I'm just gonna tighten a little bit by hand, and then you wanna come down. We went ahead and put the engine back in place. We dropped the engine back in place, and we have it on the bolt here. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of tighten up that bolt here on top. Get it hand tied in, and then we're gonna put the nut on the bottom one. All right, we're gonna take our 14mm ratcheting wrench, and nope, still can't get it in here. So we're gonna keep doing our best to do it by. All right, guys, so we have it on enough by hand where we can get our ratcheting wrench in there. And we're just gonna, once I get this in, I'll bring you guys right back. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and put our bottom one back on. I'll just get it snug for now. All right, guys, so we're gonna come back up here to the top, and the bottom and the top is supposed to be torqued to 44 foot-pounds, but obviously there's no way we're gonna get a torque wrench in there, so we're just gonna guesstimate. So we're gonna do our double ratcheting, maybe. There. We're gonna call that 44 foot-pounds. Okay, guys, so this is gonna be 44 foot-pounds as well. We could probably get a torque wrench in here, but we're just gonna go off feel. And that's good enough right there. All right, guys, so now let's put the drive belt back on and put everything back together and start her up. Okay, guys, so we got the belt back on. So I'll put a diagram of the way this one is supposed to work somewhere up there. You guys will see it. But it's a little hard to film it, trying to wiggle it in and get it to where it needs to go. So now we're gonna go ahead and put everything back together and fire this bad boy up. All right, there you go, guys. So we have it all put back together. We're gonna go ahead and start her up and watch what happens. All right, guys, we fired it up. All right, guys, so there you have it. There's how you replace a tensioner on a 2004 Toyota Camry and help stop belt squeaking and vibration in your drive belt system. So there you have it, guys. So before we close up this video, I want to thank you guys for supporting my channel and all the views I've been getting. My coolant flush video and my Hellcat just reached 1,000 views, so thank you guys. It's crazy. I never thought I would get this far with it, so keep it up, keep watching the videos, but I need you guys to subscribe to my channel, please, guys. Please subscribe. We're up to 41 subscribers, and my goal is to hit 100. So if you're watching this video or watching any of my other videos, guys, come on, please subscribe. Stick with this on this journey of DIY projects and tool reviews and DIY projects and car videos. All right, guys. So also, I have a new Patreon page. Guys, make sure you guys check that out. Become a member. I'll put it in the link. I'll put the link in the description below so you guys can check that out. So I hope you liked this video. If you guys did, make sure to hit that like button. If you guys would like to be notified when I put out another video, make sure you guys hit that bell notification. And again, subscribe, guys. So until next time, have a good one.